We touch on the edge of Smart Road, so we actually cover a really, really big road area. And I've spent 5 years on community board, and I think that we've achieved a lot. We've raised our profile by sitting in at the meetings in a council. I also go to the other community board meetings, and it's quite helpful doing that because it gives me a perspective over the entire area that with your district-wide councillors and that. We also, by going there, we also get the opinions of and the things that people discuss that you don't actually hear about because nobody goes to the community board meetings and that. I've been involved in our community for a long time with Plunket, with Cubs. I'm still on the Dudley Road Hall Committee, and volunteers actually have a lot to do, but we do need to get our people out there actually getting involved and voting. As they say on social media, there's a lot of feedback there. Nobody actually comes and speaks to the councillors. We need to be approachable, and we need to be economical about how we spend our rates. I mean, everybody's rates bill is just going up and up and up, and there's going to get to the point where we won't be able to afford it. There's already talk of people selling their houses, and that's not a novel story. I mean, it's been going on for years where the older people start to struggle with balancing their budgets and actually paying their rates, paying their power. You find that older people start to cut back on things like that, go to bed early, don't turn the power on, don't use things, don't buy the food, so we end up with a sicker society. That's me. Thanks.
Thank you, Christine. Graham Chard.
Kia ora koutou, I'm standing for Kaitaki Ngā Motu Award. As a military veteran, I've served my country. As an award-winning business owner and operator, and as a community volunteer with welfare, support, social and sporting organisations, I've served the public, both locally and across the country. And with 3 terms on the Kaitaki Community Board, I've not only served the members of my area, but I've also served those in other parts of the district through supporting their respective community boards. In those 3 terms, I've observed and experienced what's great and what's not so great about our council. And it's become clear to me that our council has lost its way. In recent years, we've been burdened with unsustainable and unacceptable levels of rate increases and massive debt levels. You've been asked for your opinion on matters by council, and then you've been ignored. And there are projects that are currently sucking up your hard-earned ratepayer money that may end up not being completed, which is a real waste of your effort. Council has a responsibility to provide good quality infrastructure, effective public services, and efficient performance of regulatory functions, all in a manner that is cost-effective for households and businesses. And council are repeatedly failing in that responsibility. I'm Graham Chard, and I'm standing for the New Plymouth District Council to offer my proven management and leadership expertise and experience to guide a shift in council's direction and thinking, to provide an analytical, strategic and logical approach to each and every situation that impacts on council's operation, and to make a commitment to adhere to the oath that every councillor makes on day one, to serve the entire district of New Plymouth, to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. Dinny, please. Dinny Morrow.
tēnā rā tata katoa. Ko Dini Moihu taku ingoa. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dini Moihu, and I am running as a district-wide councillor. Firstly, I just want to acknowledge you, Kevin, to the New Plymouth Ratepayers Alliance for putting on several events. I think it's critically important, in particular, hosting these events for new candidates, so you can hear their fresh perspectives. So tēnei te mihi ana kia koutou. Grateful to have you here. I'm not going to lie, whānau. I'm pumped up, I'm fired up, I'm locked in, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go because I'm excited about the opportunities. I'm excited about the opportunities, not just the challenges. What we have here in the ward that I am running in is that we have 17 community champions that are vying for 5 seats. This is the most ever that I have seen such a significant increase in candidates. And so it's an honour to be up here as part of this, but also to those who are running, I wish you all the best. I have served 2 terms on council, and I was honoured to have my family's support to run again. I have done the best with humility, to the best of my ability, and conducted myself being open, transparent, holding myself to account and others, and have a passion and love for this community. As my fellow elected members will attest to, I am not shy when it comes to having a robust scrap or debate across the council table, and I am sure that there is fairness when I do stand up. I am grateful to serve as one of your district councillors and will be honoured to continue. However, I am strong enough to know that my leadership style is grounded in service to others in the community, and humble enough to know that I am also replaceable. It has been an absolute honour to serve this community for 2 years, and whatever the outcome of this election, I look forward to the Q&A so we can add a little bit more substance to this beginning. But as a father, as a husband, as a full-time caregiver of someone with a disability, thank you for your time. Kia ora.
Thank you, Denny. Brian Vickery, please.
Reining in rates without putting a wrecking ball through the council's vision that we continue as the sustainable lifestyle capital of New Zealand. That's the issue. How do we put the financial equity back in the word sustainable? And if I can mix my metaphors, the new mayor needs to be a surgeon who makes incisions that are pragmatic and precise and gets the support of the Chief Executive of the Council. What we don't want is retributive slash and burn. Kia ora everyone, my name's Brian Vickery, seeking re-election for the New Plymouth seat, Kaitaki Ngāmutu Ward. Why me? Because I love my community. Now, this is superficial. According to the Daily News, I'm the last one standing. I am the only elected person, 100% perfect attendance to all meetings, and that's physically being there. But, you know I'm nice. You know I'd have a big funeral. You know my Facebook page, 100% not-for-profit. You know that I'd have a big funeral, but am I financially literate? Let's address the elephant in the room. What have you got against me? According to the website, I say yes on 90% of occasions. Murray Chong says yes, 53.8%, Max Bruff 62%, yours 83%, shock horror, this is a surprise. David Bublett says yes, 77%, Barley Hart, Murray Pierce and the Mayor say yes, 100%. I want to remind you when I said no. The year was 2023, it was the long-term plan, the pressure was on me, I said no to the Active Hub and I got pushed back. And because I said no to the Active Hub, Murray Chong, Max Bruff was on the working group and they rescoped it. It went from a $90 million project down to 50 million, probably 50 million more than you'd like. There's a saving of $40 million because Brian Vickery was able to say no. But I believe, more importantly, it's what I say yes to. I say yes to inclusion. And I want to say, this guy here, Graham Chard, he claimed $26,000 in